From 41 Seaver Way, welcome to the home of the New York Mets. This is Citi Field. A great night for baseball ahead on the show. It's the Milwaukee Brewers going up against the New York Mets. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about ready to go. And towing the slab in this one, Clay Holmes. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
On the ground, Polanco takes it to the bag. 1 up, 1 down. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. And a big part of it, a guy with a great track record, Rhys Hoskins.
And Boog, he's a big-time run producer for these guys, man. Leading the team in homers, runs batted in, doing damage on the regular, man. Making opposing pitchers just sweat out there. It's kind of fun to watch. Get ready for a show when he steps into the box.
Righty delivers, stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
One out, bases empty. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Benj makes the grab. 2 down. William Contreras getting ready to hit. 2 outs. And a swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Ground ball left side. Whips it to first. And that'll do it. We're midway in inning number 1. No score. Back here with my pal Singy. And on the hill, Freddie Peralta. How about a report on him, Chris?
Well, you can see his whip is a little above the league average. Not bad, but I think in this one, he's going to need to control that a little bit better. Try to limit hitters from getting on base. Stay in that windup instead of the stretch. And when he does allow base runners, be able to throw a pitch. He's going to get a swing and miss, get out of the inning so that a base hit doesn't do more damage and put his team behind the 8 ball.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Now Carson Benj. 1-2 now. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 outs, base is empty. Reggie Crawford, the next to hit. Smoked on the ground a second. In plenty of time to first, and that is that. New inning getting started, and it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. Hit hard on the ground to short. Sends it to first, and quickly 1 away in the second.
Batting
Jackson Chourio up now for the Brewers.
Chourio.
Right through there for a strike. Holmes, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. 2 down, base is empty. And now the right fielder, Sal Frelick. And it is 2-1.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him.
Throws across the diamond, and Milwaukee is set down in order. Back here in Queens, bottom of the inning, here's Juan Soto. Line drive, caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Nothing here in the bottom of the second. In the air on the infield, Hoskins moves under it and puts the squeeze on that one. And there's two down. The batter now, Jorge Polanco.
Jorge Polanco.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt.
1 ball.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Up the middle, makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Mets go down quickly. We'll move to the third with no score. And we're back on to the third inning. Now the third baseman, number 21. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. One away. Andrew Monasterio up now for the Brewers.
Andrew Monasterio.
And that one is downstairs. 2-1. Swings through the sweeper.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Garrett Mitchell up now for the Brewers. And now 2 balls and a strike. 2 out, space is empty. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
This guy's sink has so much drop at it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
And save. He busted it down the line for that infield single. So the lineup flips over. This is Bryce Terang.
If he were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal. This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Mitchell off of first with 2 away. Outside with a breaking ball. And down on strikes he goes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. We're tied 0-0. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Hitter, Brett Beatty.
In the air, left field, Chourio. He's got it, and there's one down. Ronnie Mauricio up now for the Mets. Down and in, moved his feet.
That's ball 3.
Still tied at 0, last of the third.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there, and boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
Makes the catch for the out.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one not close. Ball 2. That one missed. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and it's through for a hit. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order. Here's Francisco Lindor. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
That one way inside. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. And that goes foul. There's a swing and a drive. Back there. Going, gone. His 11th of the year, and that gives him a lead. It's 2-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. Curveballs up in the zone, even if they're borderline strikes, at this level, typically are hit a long way.
And now it's going to be Carson Bench. Oh, he gloves it. Mets add 2 runs on this blast. And it's 2-zip. Major League Baseball is on the show. Start of the 4th. Up now for Milwaukee, Isaac Collins. Outside low, and it's 2-1.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot. Well, these Brewers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
William Contreras up now for the Brewers. The changeup missing. 3-1.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Downstairs, and it misses. Ball 4. Digging in, Rhys Hoskins.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on the tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off.
Mauricio flips to second. That's 1, and that's 2. So they make short work of him there. Back here at Citi Field, and the batter now, Reggie Crawford. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
And next for the Mets, Juan Soto. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone.
2 strikes.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Ground ball could be 2. Monasterio to
out.
second, and that's 2. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Mets 2 and the Brewers nothing. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. That misses the zone, and a count 2-1.
Well, these Brewers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Starter's leash has to be getting tighter with his pitch count where it is, but so far he's been really effective in this one.
No swing. He held up. Clyde Washington with the call there. Right side, hard hit. Steps on first for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Next for Milwaukee, Sal Frelick.
You know, sometimes it just takes getting to the bullpen in order to be able to score runs, and that might be the case today.
Swing at a high fly ball. That's out to center. Makes the grab for the second out.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
And that one finds its way through. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. And the batter will be the shortstop, Andrew Monasterio. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. And that'll end the inning.
Well, trying to get in the scoring position, but a great catch and throw to end the inning. That's the way to pick up the pitcher.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for New York, Jorge Polanco. Now fly ball to right center. Frelick after it. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, designated hitter Brett Beatty.
Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. Fought off foul. One down, base is empty. That one off the bad part of the bat, just a lazy fly ball. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there are 2 outs. Here's the second baseman, Ronnie Mauricio. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. And that keeps the inning alive.
That's a good job right there. You got 2 strikes on you, just got to battle.
And now it's Luis Robert. The delivery to Robert. That misses. And the count is 3-1.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
In the air out towards right center. Frelick sizing this one up. And that'll do it. 1 hit, 1 left. 5 innings complete. It's the Mets 2 and the Brewers nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the shortstop, Andrew Monasterio. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
There's one. Throw to first, but he beat it.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
There's a swing and a miss.
Well, this is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
On the ground, could be 2. The flip to second, double play. They can't seem to break through. Inning over. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Mets. Back here in Queens, John Shelby with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Francisco Lindor. Bouncer to Hoskins, and he handles it himself for the out. So digging in, Carson Bench. On the ground. Slings to first. 2 up, 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Reggie Crawford up now for the Mets. And that one lifted in the air center field. Collins has this one sized up. Corrals it. And that is that. And we're back. Here's the center fielder, Isaac Collins. Right side, Mauricio. To first. 1 up, 1 down.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Polanco steps on the bag, and a couple of quick outs. Next for the Brewers, Rhys Hoskins. Next offering is down low. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. That one in for a strike, 2-2. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And makes the grab. And that is that.
Pitching for
on the mound now, Jared Kaner.
Number 47.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
Inside, almost got him.
Two the count.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And it remains 2-2. Up the middle. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning.
Protecting with strikes on him. And putting the ball in play speaks to cutting down the strikeouts, shortening up with 2 strikes.
Francisco Alvarez will hit next. Alvarez swinging it much better this season in away games than here at home. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Back-to-back base hits. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
And here is Jorge Polanco. Next offering is fouled back. Line drive. Makes the grab. Runner tags at second. Puts the tag on him, and it's a double play. So up next for New York, Brett Beatty.
Designated hitter, Brett Beatty.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Out to short, Monasterio. They take the force out. That's the inning. So it's no run. We go to the 8th at the plate. Jackson Chourio. And here comes the Mets.
Pitching for
Reed
the Mets.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Foul ball there. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
I'll see it more commonly in the sport these days, but man, a triple-digit fastball blown right by someone is still pretty awesome to witness. I mean, you got to be geared up and ready to swing it when a guy like this comes out of the bullpen, because that fastball, it eats, and if you're not ready, you're going to be walking back to the dugout.
The Mets trying to protect a 2-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. That one 95 to finish him off.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday, another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side.
Pitching for Milwaukee.
New arm out of the bullpen, Carl Edwards Jr.
He's certainly been one of their better relief pitchers this season. The numbers are really solid, so they feel great about handing the ball over to him.
The 1-2. Got him swinging. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
Chorio snags it for the second out. 2 down, bases empty. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. Swing and a ground ball. Terang throws to first in time. That's the 3rd out. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set to start the 9th in this. And here comes the Mets manager. Devin Williams gets the ball now. Not many pitchers have it, but he'll break out a screwball from time to time to the right side. And he takes it himself for the out.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Swings and misses. And the count 1-2.
They hope he's the guy to spark a comeback. He tends to play better when his team is behind, so why not him?
And he hits a ground ball right side. Mauricio with the throw to first. Now only 1 out remaining. Bryce Terang up now for the Brewers.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that'll do it.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup. You never know who's going to come up with a big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.
2-0 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.